Okay folks, here we have a simple series circuit with an LED and a resistor. Got a couple of cells, simple series circuit with a switch in it. No surprise that when we put the switch on, the LED comes on. Okay, now we're going to take a few measurements. First thing we're going to do is measure the PDs around the circuit, the voltages if you like around the circuit. Okay, so across this 100 ohm resistor, going to measure the PD across that, and I get 0.72 volts. So here, 0.72 volt across that. What about across here? Well, I'll measure across here, and the PD across this one is 1.96 volts. 1.96 volt. And we should know that these two PDs add up to the PD across here. So 1.96 plus 0.72 equals 2.68. 2.68 volts. That's across these two cells. Let's measure it. 2.69. In physics, that's spot on. Okay, so now let's take a couple of these values here to calculate the current passing through the circuit. So we'll use V equals IR. We'll rearrange it for I equals V over R, and here PD is 0.72, the voltage 0.72, the resistance 100. We should be able to do that, shouldn't we? 0.0072 amps. Okay. Right. What I'm going to do now is measure this current and see if that's right. So I'm going to take out one of the little links here. Bang. Adjust this meter. That should read up to 20 milliamps. And connect that ammeter there. And that is giving me, I'll get rid of the minus sign. That is giving me 6.7, sorry, milliamp. 6.7 milliamp, which is 0.0067 amp. 1, 2, 3. So that's converting milliamp into amp. And 0.067 is more or less 0.007, as we'd expect. Okay. Now then, a couple of questions for you. This resistor, if we have a look here, has a little gold bar, gold line at the end of it there, meaning it's got a 5% tolerance. That means its resistance could be 5% above or 5% below the 100 ohm that's labelled there. So, if we go back here, the maximum resistance could be 105 ohm, and the minimum 95 ohm. Could you calculate the maximum and minimum currents you would get, assuming that it stays at 0.72 volts across there? So the voltage equals 0.72 volt across the resistor. But it could be 105 ohm, it could be as little as 95 ohm. What two values of current does that give us? The maximum and minimum values. And another question for you, what would happen if I was to turn this LED around? what would happen and why. That's it.